Hello folks, Pipe Man 1861 here. Well, tonight I'm actually in the workshop doing what I intended for the workshop to do, i.e. fix things. I've had this lady's clock. It's a family heirloom mantle clock of hers in my to-be-fixed pile for quite some time, so I thought tonight I need to come down here and finish it up for her. It's not in too bad shape. I have the movement all disassembled. The main problem with it, this is the front plate. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. You see that? Wrong way. Let's see. This bearing that my thumb is touching, you may be able to see. Look how oval. This one right here, my thumb's touching. Look how oval that is. It's not supposed to be oval, it's supposed to be round. Bearings are generally supposed to be round. So, I'm going to put a bushing in that, make it round again. Ream it out to the correct size. Polish it. I'm going to, right now I'm just doing a little hand cleaning on the plates. So clean all the pivot holes out. Polish all the pivots on the lathe. I need to put that together. And just generally give it a good healthy going over and get it ready for a good long while. I've always really enjoyed messing with these clocks. The minute I made it into a business, well, small business, it kind of took some of the fun out of it for me. Of course, I've been doing it. I did it since I was 14. I bought my first old clock at an auction, and I got it home and it wouldn't run. It's actually an old Seth Thomas, kind of like the one back here on the, well, let me see, it'd be your right, I think. Brought it home, it wouldn't run, so I kind of muddled my way through fixing that first one. Found I kind of liked it. I bought another clock, and many clocks followed thereafter. Then I started fixing them for people, making some money at it, especially decent money for a 14-year-old, and the rest was history. And that was my primary source of income from age 14 to age 22 when I began to be a locksmith. So, well, no, 23, excuse me. I had a pretty good long run with strictly clock repair. But it wasn't very steady work, and it was kind of hard to make a good living at it, so unfortunately it's just a sideline now, but I still enjoy doing it. And being a sideline's a little bit better for me just because I don't get burned out on it so much. Because whenever you have 6 or 7 clocks stacked up on your to-be-fixed table, people call and asking if the clock's ready. It gets kind of stressful. Smoking some old Toby, of course, just taking occasional puffs. Smoking some old Toby out of my old CPF Dublin, the pipe that would not die. This is kind of a different view you all hadn't seen from the workshop. The phone is resting on the workbench, facing back. I got my shelf with a couple of my other clocks from my collection. This clock on the your left, my right, is a let me see. I'm trying to remember the name of them. Well, let me look at it. I can stand up. Let's see. Harper Blakesley, Cincinnati, Ohio. That's one of about 5 of his clocks known to exist. I strongly suspect that he bought clock movements from Connecticut, had them shipped out west, and he built the cases for them. So I don't think he built the whole clock, but I think he did build the cases. That's about 1830. Whole movement's made of wood. That's a Wooden Works clock. And the one on your right, my left, that's an old Seth Thomas. That's one of the very first brass movement Seth Thomases ever came out in 1847. Paid $5 for that at a flea market. It was all in pieces. Whole movement was disassembled in the bottom of the case. Guy had $10 on it. I was looking at it. I really wasn't going to buy it. And he said, "I'll give it to you for $5." I said, "Okay, fine. Need another clock like I need a hole in the head, but fine." But no, I love my clocks. Got my gun rack back here, my old side-by-side cowboy shotguns up there. It's from the 1880s. It's an old English gun. It's in really, really bad shape. I only fire blanks out of it. On the bottom there is my 1853 Enfield rifle musket for Civil War. That's the reproduction. And the other two spaces are usually taken up by other muzzle loaders that I still need to clean. So, and also, on this side of the room, this is a mess, please excuse me. We have my watchmaker's lathe bench. It's currently covered with junk from about 1895, 1905. Need to get that lathe assembled so I can polish the pivots of this clock. But tonight I'm just going to clean all the parts off here and get them ready to be polished. One step at a time. My goal is to get this thing done by Saturday so I can be all finished up with it. Hope you all had a good weekend. It's a little late to say that, but I hope you all had a good weekend and hope everything went well for you. I had a very good weekend. Had my cousin's fiance's bachelor party. That was fun. Went to Strauss Tobacconist in Cincinnati, and everybody had a cigar. I had my pipe, of course. Not much of a cigar person. But we had fun. Went back to their house and did some target shooting. Had a grand old time. 8 o'clock. But no, it was a good weekend. Everything went real smooth, real good. And I am embracing the week now as it comes along. Everything's going real well, though. Well, I better get off of here. You all have a wonderful evening. This is Pipe Man 1861 saying goodbye, good luck. May the good Lord take a liking to you. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you. Bye now.